This is the stories of Prabhata's who's loved cooking every day. She would prepare different dishes for her families. Her family included her husband's Davish, her sons Pritik and daughters Snehas. Everyone admires her cooking except her own children. As they grow up, they become careless about food. One day, Pritba
Pratik, Sneha, I'm tired of you two refusing to eat properly. What was wrong with today's palak paneer?
Mom, it was our friend's birthday today, so we ate burgers outside.
And we totally forgot you had packed us tiffin too. I know all your excuses. It's been a whole week of the same story. Wasting food is not a good habit.
Let it go, Pratibha. They are just kids. Let them have some fun.
the kids instant is hugs. Devish Prabhata always goes by her husband's pampering natures. The kids used to have sports to get their way, but the limited was crossed one day when the children fed her the homemade parathas to the stray dogs. Prabhata says everything's leathers, then everything's while scolding them. Pritva replies angrily.
Mom, your food just doesn't taste the same anymore. We are tired of eating this boring stuff every day.
Yes, Mom, Bhaiya is right. We tried to adjust, but honestly, the magic in your cooking is gone.
Saying this, both children went to their rooms. Paripta sighed deeply and to herself.
No matter what I do for them, never enough.
Pritba's was laying sadly on the bed when her mother's cards hurt her.
Hello, Ma. How are you? Why are you calling so late? Beta, please come quickly. Your father is badly hurt.
Hearing these words, Paripta was shocked.
What? What happened to Papa? I'll be there first thing in the morning.
Her father's had a fractured arms and our mother's was pranking Alon's. Prabhata told Davis everything and left for her parents' homes. When she reached there, she saw her father's was seriously
Papa,
injured.
how many times have I told you to take care of yourself? Don't overwork. But you never listen to me.
At least now you came to visit us. Otherwise, you are always stuck in your household chores. So tell me, how are my son in law and grandchildren?
Feelings like a little girl against Pripta poured her head out or to her father's just dance. Her mother's came with her favorites juggly teas under their cares. She felt like a child against, but she had not come late for a comfort. She had come to take care of her father's and to run the small stabas that was their only source of income until her father recovered. She had come to help them in her youth. Parvita used to help theirs. She asked her mother's.
Honestly, Ma, looking at this menu, I don't think today's youngsters would be interested here. Sure, our old customers might still come. Then you tell, what should we do?
Both of them started thinking. Pravda remembers what her kids had said, but this time instead of feeling by them, she gets own
Ma,
ideas.
I've got the idea.
At night, using her phone, she created a new menus for the dabbas, and next morning she got it printed. In few days, she gives the dabba a light makeovers to attract the younger crowds. And then what she did was that she started promoting the
Come
new
one,
menus.
come
Come
all.
on,
Kids,
come,
elders, and
all kids,
youth. There
elders,
is
and
something
youths.
for
There is something
everyone.
for everyone's heart. Lovely promotions and the dabbas, new looks caught the attentions of many young customers towards her. The little kids track stairs, parents to the dabbas, and why not the varieties of noodles now in the menus was truly tempting. Talents new wells today generations loves spices, tangy foods.
Auntie, do you have egg noodles? Of course, son. Tasty and healthy too.
Seeing Prapta cheerful nature's people's was reminded of their childhood. Each eggs noodles, very vegetables noodles, Manchurian noodles, and chicken noodles made everyone's mouth waters. Even the old customers returned just to try even new dishes at the dabbas.
Pratibha dear, don't tell your auntie. I sneaked out just to eat your chicken noodles.
Sure, Kaka, I'll bring it.
The Dabbas was drawing crates and Prabhata's father felt at peace. Every Dabbas becomes famous and Pratibha started feeling good from inside. And then one day at the Dabbas, space guest arrived that Prabhata had never thought of arrives. Her own kids, Prateeks and Snehas.
One salad noodle with soup, please.
Pratibha cooking noodles and serves at the kids' tables after tasting them. Sneha's eyes filled up.
Mom, this is so delicious. Please forgive us.
The vegetables and spices are so well blended with noodles. We were so wrong about your cooking, Mom. No one else makes food like you.
I'm so glad that you people liked it.
After serving them, Pratibha quietly walked away. That evening, the returns home after shutting the dabbas. Her father's Prateeks and Snehas are sitting them.
Oh, come, Pratibha. I hope you had a good day.
Yes, Papa, it was a great day. Did you take your medicine? If not, I'll bring it now.
Pratibha, don't ignore the kids. Your husband told me they really missed you while you were gone. They want to apologize, dear. Before you say anything, Mom, we want to admit our mistake. Not listening to you led both of us to get food infections. And honestly, we have missed you so much. That's why we decided to come and find you at the eatery. We are really sorry, Mom. Please forgive us.
Ma, will you really not talk to us anymore?
Saying the words, Pratibha went inside. Moments later, she came out with dal, rice, and sabzis.
Eat your food and rest. You must be tired from the travel.
Both children rushed to hug her tightly. Prabhata too becomes emotional.
Mom, please give us another chance. We promise we won't fuss over food anymore.
We promise you, Mom.
Pratibha smiles and forgives them, hugging them back. A few weeks later, she returns home. Now her parents begin running the dabbas using the menus Pratibha's and created, and she decided that whenever she had times she would go help them. Thanks to the noodles, dabbas Pratibha regains both her lost happiness and her children's love and respect.